Can I get bail or bond in Muscogee Creek Nation Tribal Court? My name is Ted Hasse. I practice in federal and tribal courts in Indian Country in Oklahoma. Again, we're continuing a series of questions that we find people asking on the internet, defendants asking when they call us. In short, the answer is yes. And the way bail and bail bonds work in the Muscogee Creek Nation and tribal courts is similar to the way that it works in state courts, very different from the way it works in federal courts. But people are sort of used to what happens in state courts, which is, in short, there's two kinds of bail that can be set. Let me take a step back. Defendant faces a charge. A lot of times, each jurisdiction will have a set of standard bail bond amounts that you can post in order to get out of jail pre-trial. In Muscogee Creek Nation, at least as of the time of this recording, and has been for the last several years, Muscogee Creek Nation does not keep a list for its jails, and defendants, each of their bonds have to be set by a judge at the Muscogee Creek Nation District Court, and that can end up taking some time. Now, after that happens, they'll set some amount. Defendant, usually through a family member since they're in custody, or loved one, will connect with the bail bondsman. If it's a surety bond, if it's set such that it can be done by surety, then it can be done by a bail bondsman, and typically the cost is about 10% of whatever the bond is. So for example, somebody were to set a $5,000 bond, it usually costs about $500 with a bail bondsman to get that bond set and for them to put up that money with the Muscogee Creek Nation court to get that person out on pretrial release. Sometimes there's a cash bond, and the cash bond means that someone has to show up on behalf of the defendant and put up the entire amount. The only upside on one of those is that you don't have to go through the full bail bondsman process, which can be a hassle for certain people in certain circumstances. And also you get all that money back. You don't lose any of it. It's different in federal court. I'll talk about that elsewhere. But in short, you can get a bail bond in Muscogee Creek Nation. Sometimes the process can be slow. Sometimes we can help to speed that up. If your loved one is facing charges, if your loved one is stuck waiting for a bail bond with Muscogee Creek Nation, reach out to us. We'd be happy to talk about what options there may be. Again, my name is Ted Hasse. I can be reached at 918-932-2800.